Hello there and welcome back. In this video we are going to talk about argument parsing in Python. So basically I would like to show you how I usually set up a script which is going to go to, let's say, remote execute, stuff like that. So what I am using, how I build up the script itself. So let's create arg ps.py script, and what we would like to import first is the arg parse, and what we need to do is to create our parser, and this parser is going to come from the arg parse dot argument parser, and here what we can do is to create a description. So this is a test. Now what we can do here is to add an argument or multiple arguments to the parser itself. So parser add argument, and what we can do now here is to specify the argument. So let's say we have the dash host and the dash dash host. This is going to be two different arguments, but both will mean the same. What we can do now is to specify a type. So this type is going to be a string. And what we can do is to specify a help description. So let's just check our recording. So now I have brought it down, so you can also see the target host. And what we can do now is to specify a required, which can be true or false. So if we specify it as true, in that case, if the script didn't receive this argument, it will throw an error stating that this is a missing argument. So now let's just save and say that we would like to run the args.py. And now what you can see is that we didn't have any kind of output at the moment. So now what we need to do after this is done is to specify the args, which are going to be the parser.parse args. Now if we run this script once again, what we see is that we have this error, and this error states that the following arguments are required. So now what we can do is to further improve our script. So come on, why did it insert anything? So parser add argument, and we would like to specify a user with the dash dash user with the type, which is string, and the help is going to say that the user for remoting. And of course this is also required. Now what we need to do is to specify another argument, and this is going to be the pass, which is the password. So pass, and the type is going to be string, and the help is going to say that the password for the user. Let's add another exclamation mark and another one. And this is also going to be required. So as you can see, as long as we didn't issue the parsing of the actual arguments, we didn't have any problems. But now if I want to run my script, we will have the following error, or basically error thrown by the argparse module. So now if we specify that the host is sent to SA, and the user is Ansible, and the pass is Ansible, we see that there are no errors. But this is not all that the ArcParse module can give us. So basically what we can do is to specify an argument which is bound by specific valid values, so like choices. What we can do is to specify another argument, and this argument is going to be, how do we call it, action, and this is going to be the dash dash action, and the type is going to be a string, and choices is going to be a list of items, so A, B, and C, and the required is going to be equal true. Now if I save and execute this once again, you will see that I am missing an argument, which is the action. So action is A. This didn't show an error, but the minute I specify a value which is invalid based on the choices, you will see that invalid choice D, and we need to choose from A, B, C, and that's all. So now what we can and should do is to demonstrate another important aspect of the ArcParse. So let's say you have this multiple choice answer and you would like to have a default value without any required default input. So there may be cases when you create a script that is going to produce a specific output, and you would like to say that by default you would like to have a CSV output or a JSON output or standard output. So parser add argument, and we say that the output is going to be of type string, and the choices is going to be CSV, JSON, and std out, and we would like to have it as a required false, and we will have a default value which is CSV. So now if we re-execute our option or script with a valid action, we will not receive any output. So let's get back to here, and we say that we would like to print whatever arguments we have. So how do we reference these arguments? What we can do now is to say that the host is args.host, and the password, or rather user, is args.user. Let's save it and execute it once again. What you see now is that we have this information printed on our screen, so we can continue this part. So the pass is going to be args.pass, and the action is going to be args.action, and the output is going to be args.output. Now if we rerun this one, what? Hold on. Haha. Yeah. So password, and so the pass is like a restricted keyword. Oh, output Great. So now what we can see here is that we have the arguments and the value of the specific arguments. And basically that was all I wanted to show you in this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See you in the next one. Bye.